Welcome back, people. It is episode 40 of season 5 of the Taxi Squad podcast. We got a fair amount to get into today. Before we do, please like, follow, and share it with a friend. We have strange and unusual topics about the greatest sports gaming entity being sold to a PE firm. Yeah, PE. And we also have some amazing baseball strange and unusuals for all of you Astro haters in the world. We have some WNBA talk, some golf talk. We also have college football and the NFL review. It's your favorite time of year. It's the Taxi Squad podcast.
Come on, everybody, celebrate. The Taxi Squad is here today. So lose the blues, kick back and relax for now. They talk about sports and stupid stuff. They're probably wrong and it might get rough. So welcome back, it's the Taxi Squad, yeah.
Vince, how you doing?
I'm doing good. This is now an ASMR platform, and I hope you guys driving in your cars are very comfortable with us talking like this. And here's me cracking an egg. Wow, what is that? Is that a jaguar? No, I can't do that. Dude, you want to know what's new with me right now is that I keep getting ASMR on my Instagram. And I'll just be sitting there, and then I'm like, hate it. I hate it.
You want to know what the worst is about ASMR?
What?
These food influencer assholes who all have the palate of like a 5-star chef apparently, and they like aggressively over chew shit.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know what I'm talking about? They're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, today we're gonna try the new Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Yeah,
And
that's
they,
a
like,
guy by the name of Tommy Winkler, I think is what you're thinking about.
Is it?
He's on my number one most hated. It comes up on my feed like once every 2 weeks, and then I'm like, damn it. He's eating it and he's just like chomping on it. And you're like, ew, dude, chill
I want
out.
to punch him in the throat. Like he'll get okay. So today we're gonna try this, and he like aggressively dips it in whatever the fuck it is, and then he's like, like unhinges his jaw, crunches it. It's right in the microphone, and I hate it all.
It's
I
gross.
hate it
It's
so
gross.
much.
I'm with you. Full stop. It is a
Gross.
gross thing to watch. I didn't know I was going to strike a chord on that here, but I'm glad that I did because that's how you start a pod, you know?
Welcome. It's a great time of year. Vince, you want to know what might not happen?
What might not happen, Mike?
Copy and pasted video games for the next 25 years.
Fingers crossed, you know?
You want to know why?
What are you getting at?
What I'm getting at is that Saudi Arabia, and in the next effort to take over all of the fucking world, just decided to purchase EA, aka Electronic Arts Gaming.
Yeah.
For I kid you not, $55 billion with a B.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's eventually dead people car juice is going to go away, and they need to put their money in elsewhere. And I think what they're doing, gasoline, if you will. Yeah.
It's dead T-Rex. Get it? Because of fossil fuel.
Yes, but I thought that was more so as like anything that was hundreds of thousands of years ago.
Oh, okay.
I think it could be. I don't know. Regardless, dead being car juice, if you will. They decided to go sports in a lot of different areas, and they, I believe, are trying to change the public sentiment on how we foresee Saudi Arabia. Because if you're walking up there, you're like, I'm going to play Madden. Shout out to the Saudis. They hooked me up with Madden this year.
Shout out to the Saudis.
They put it on sale. These guys might not be that bad outside of the abuse for, normal women walking down the street and shit. Solid guys. Solid guys those Saudi Arabians are. I'll tell you.
Well, also a very rich country. Could have also had something to do with one of the most catastrophic events in U.S. history. We're not going to allegedly any of that. Yeah, and the Live Golf Tour. Speaking of which, the new owners will be a consortium
Yeah.
Spell that 5 times fast. Spearheaded
No.
by Saudi Arabia's public investment fund, PIF, also known as PIF. Whose
Also,
portfolio includes a little. I mean, I got EA Sports.
This fucking guy. He always gets EA Sports. This fucking guy.
What can I do? It's 55 billion. I needed to. I needed to buy EA Sports. I wanted to take over Madden. I needed a new franchise type.
They do also, in effect, take over Madden, college football. They take over Skate. The new Skate is Electronic Arts. They take over basically everything.
Well, Vince, their portfolio includes more than just EA Sports. Shall I go into it?
Sure does. Go ahead.
Newcastle United.
Yeah, that I know very well.
The Live Tour.
Yeah.
Okay. And a range of boxing events, which is very obtuse. But
yeah, remember when Beast was sitting next to the freaking king of Saudi Arabia? And Jason Statham?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dana White? Yeah, man. They're everywhere. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's just going to be like, we don't even care about women's rights. We'll give you football video games.
Oh, yeah. This is not
the only way.
Do you think they're going to make a WNBA game for them to like?
They already do on 2K.
Well, I know, but like,
a
true WNBA game.
I doubt it because they don't even let their women play sports, let alone professional sports. So I would say no. And also, a lot of people are freaking out about this. They're like, they're going to ruin Madden. Buddy.
It's already been
It's been ruined. They're not going to ruin NBA Live because they haven't done it in years. Like, college football is already a copy and paste of last year. It was very fun last year. It's kind of just like, you know what, man? Okay. They can't do it worse.
The Saudi Arabian government has spent years denying claims of sports washing, sponsoring or hosting sporting events to promote a positive public image and distract attention from human rights issues.
That's what I just said.
Prominent critics of the country often point to the treatment of women, LGBT, and the use of the death penalty. So needless to say, they're just trying to change public opinion because now they're going to give us the best Madden we've ever had.
Whatever you just read there was awesome because it was just exactly word for word. I was like, yeah, but they don't treat women well. Like, that's a real fucking issue.
We're not here to talk about geopolitical platforms, okay? We're here to talk about the best Madden you've ever fucking seen. And with Saudi-backed money, we're going to the moon, kids.
I wish there was like something in there, like not an NDA, but something, a non-compete where, because obviously the NFL signed on with EA to give them the rights, so you can't have 2K games anymore. I wish that would be null and void off of that sale, and then 2K's free to make an NFL game again, because those were better anyway. If we're being real,
it was better when they were competition. There was competition always makes you better.
There's a flame under both of their asses, and then it was like once they got it, they were like, all right, this is just ours forever.
It's very true.
It
is. Well, we'll see if they choose to bring back titles such as UFC, NBA, and all the things. I mean, we know FIFA will probably get the best FIFA ever.
FC 26 or whatever, because FIFA isn't even the sponsor on it anymore. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's a thing. Well, anyways, it will be a new day for electronic gaming, which we do hope you bring something to the table to the reminiscent-esque of Madden 2005.
I have a feeling it's going to be more microtransactions. I think they're going to probably ruin everything more, but whatever. We'll see what happens.
Well, Vince, I mean, private equity, you never truly know, right? I mean,
you're right.
It could be great or it could be not so great.
Nobody knows.
We're about to find out. Could be the best Madden ever, or we'll just never play football games again. So maybe just buy that new NCAA game. All right.
Maybe.
We have a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
So as we know, the wild card series have began in MLB standings. So the regular season's over now, and we're in full swing, which we will get into baseball talk. But there was a lovely story about all the people in the world, us being one of them. This podcast truly disliking with great angst the Houston Astros, which is a baseball team that notably cheated and got a piece of metal, in the great words of Rob Manfred.
And if you didn't know that, I'm
trophy.
surprised you're here, to be honest.
Now you know, right? In the final game of the 2025 regular season, the Cleveland Guardians beat the Texas Rangers on a walk-off hit by pitch, which eliminated the Astros from playoff contention. And here's what exactly happened. The game was tied 3-3 in the bottom of the ninth inning. Rangers reliever Robbie Garcia was on the mound in that inning. Texas intentionally walked Gabriel Arias to load the bases, making the putout automatic and to set up a force at any base. Due to the fact that Cleveland clinched a playoff berth with the win and Houston would be eliminated, the Astros decided, since they play baseball in the same division as them and
Rangers,
dislike them so much, I'm not even going to pitch to this guy, loaded the bases on purpose, and hit CJ Kaufis, a rookie. It's just fantastic.
I like it.
And that won them the game. This was just such petty bullshit.
It's real bad blood. It's the same conversation with the guy that was close to hitting the cycle and they intentionally walked him. You're like, good. There should be that little hostility that's like, I'm not even going to give this to you. Like, fuck you. And that's what the Rangers knew their season was over. They're like, what's the difference between this loss and getting a win here? Let's just ruin the Astros day. And I support it because I'm happy that we don't have to see freaking Houston this year. I'm done with them. I'm done. Kaput.
Oh, I think we're all sick of Houston.
Tuck it away.
Came back. Tuck it out. Tuck it out.
They are out of Tucker. That's for sure.
Yeah, Tucker's now on the north side. But I just thought this was such a lovely story of just pettiness in the sport. And it just, there's not many things that you could like, I mean, if you're out, you're just like, you know what? They figured out in their bullpen and in their clubhouse that, hey, there's no mathematical chance that we're going to make this. So, yeah, load the bases, hit them, drill them.
Go ahead.
Let's end this shit. Go home with our heads held high. I love it. Bruce Bochy's a god for that.
He's a good man. That's a good man.
The man is pretty legitimate. Okay. So, Vince, there was a battle of the worlds, or one might say a war.
Yeah, sure.
A very polite, difficult game.
Oh, you see? I'm going to win this game for you.
Yeah, don't you see? Yeah.
I will promise you, though, it was far from it. There was a lot of shit talk. You're presuming to talk about the Ryder Cup.
Oh, yeah. This is like golf. How do we put this? This is like the golf Super Bowl, kind of?
No, because that's the Masters. I would say it's like the Olympics of golf because you're going country on country or continent on continent, I guess. I don't even know. U.S. versus the world. That's the idea. So this year, I went to a gathering on Sunday, a birthday party of sorts, to watch the last round of the Ryder Cup and football, to which we quad boxed. Shout out to YouTube TV for the quad box. Very, very helpful.
Love it.
Now, going into Sunday, it was basically over already. The Europeans were just eating their lunch against the U.S. The U.S. was favored going into this weekend because this is the first time that an away team has won the Ryder Cup since 2012, thinking that the U.S. was favored. They're going to be at home at Bethpage Black. They're going to win it. They're going to swap the cups, whatever it was. Not the case. It just seemed like everybody – the big thing was the course. Like everybody knew how to play the course. You're backspinning on greens, like easy approach shots. They know exactly where to hit it. Bethpage Black has been played a lot. And a big thing coming out of it was the fan mistreatment of players and talking smack. And then there's the whole thing with Rory McIlroy's wife got a beer thrown at her. Not true. She caught a little bit of shrapnel. Chill out a little bit. My thing is that you can't use slurs. You can't be violent literally to them. You could boom and shit. If you start using slurs, I get that. But if the players are going to say, hey, like, fuck you, fuck off, all this stuff, talk so much shit to them, you kind of get to get back. You kind of do. You can't have both ways.
Didn't Rory tell a fan to fuck off? Or
yeah, you should be able to yell at him.
Fuck up.
You should be able to yell at him.
I mean, it's just for a very professional sport and a very polite sport.
Well, and that's
as
what
a
they're
lot of people
arguing
like
is they're
to
like
call it.
there was fan misconduct. It wasn't suit and tied, and you're like, well, you kind of took that away. Now again,
There's-
there are levels to it. I get it, but at some point, you're gonna get some shit talked back. You're in the
There
away
is a
turf.
video of Rory McIlroy telling a fan to shut the fuck up.
That's what I'm saying. And when you do that,
It's not polite. You
You're
think that
bound
would
to
go
get
at
the
the
get back.
Masters? No, at the Masters they tar you and feather you.
That's true. You use the F-bomb. But yeah,
not
so
bad.
the U.S. clearly aren't as good. They don't seem to like each other as much as the European team does either. And my biggest thing coming out of it was that it didn't feel like I was rooting against Europe. I was rooting for America, but I wasn't rooting against Europe. Does that make sense?
Vince, it's fucking golf.
I
okay?
know, but okay.
How
Do you
am
not
I
like
supposed
sports?
to be like, oh, fuck that guy who politely tapped that little ball in a hole?
That's not completely it, but I get what you're saying.
I mean, it's not like they're hitting each other.
Right. Well, it's
Baseball is a historic sport where these rivalries have gone on for centuries, literally.
What, you're saying
And-
Europe versus the U.S.? That's been going on since forever.
I mean, the UK is a partner.
I know what you're saying. I think people
Yeah, we're partners.
overjudge it. But my thing was that I kind of like some of the Irish guys. I like Tommy Fleetwood. Like, I like some dudes. Justin Rose is the man. Like, you can't see me hating on him that much. So it ended, and I was just like, yeah, the U.S. is worse than the Europeans. It's just true. And Scheffler didn't show up. Bryson was bad until the end. Like, you can't do that if you're going to go out there and try to play.
They should have just called in Happy Gilmore. I was surprised there wasn't an Adam Sandler sighting in this one. Maybe, I think we knew it was like foreshadowing with the new Happy Gilmore movie because that movie sucked ass.
It was bad.
It was horrible.
I didn't like it one bit.
Absolutely dumb.
Just cameo-filled garbage.
I don't mind a dumb Adam Sandler movie, but that was to a new level of dumb.
The beginning of it was good, and then it was just like, look at all these famous people I know, and you're like, all right.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
like, oh,
care.
Travis Kelce, sweet. Don't care. Now,
It was okay. It was bad.
yeah,
actually.
I mean, who's the guy that is Scheffler? Scheffler showed
Scotty
up
Scheffler
for
was in it,
this
yeah.
team the way he showed up in that movie. Let's put it that way.
He definitely
Not
wasn't
good.
the world number one for a couple days there. That's for sure. But again, they're not used to team play or whatever it is. It's just, I don't know. It was just over. We were watching on Saturday. I'm like, it's already over. Like, put on football.
Well,
The U.S. sucks.
golf is such a napping sport. It's such a you just take a nap,
Well,
you
for
put it
you,
on.
and yes, I agree to a point, but
For
at
most,
least, I don't know about most. 'Cause I'd say for most, it's a non-watch at all.
okay. Listen. I've watched the last 9 holes of the Masters. I understand that can be fun, but the Masters is a very polite, historic event.
What, you want polite in your sports? No way.
I mean, it's golf. You kind of want to feel like a gentleman.
I like the mix. I like the competitive nature.
I was about to say a lady. I don't want to feel like a lady.
I kind of want to feel a bit like a lady. You look like a floozy, my friend. You can't do that. No, I think it was the competitive nature is fun. It was just they kind of made a comeback, but it was a little too late. It was kind of just all right. Let's just let them walk off and win it. They're chanting at the end. Yeah, I like it. I don't know, dude. I like the Ryder Cup. I think it's fun.
So, Europe wins. The U.S. rallied, won 6 matches, having 3 and losing 2. In total, the Americans are 8.5 points on Sunday, but it wasn't enough because they lost 15-13. Is that it?
Yes, 15-13, but it was like 12 to like 4 or something before the first day started. You're like, oh god!
In the most American way ever, we made a comeback, and you know what? You know what they were missing?
JoJo,
A Russian antagonist like Rocky 4.
Yeah, it was more like Rocky 1. It felt like where he loses.
Yeah, it's like I'm not gonna win, but I'm gonna do this for him, right?
It's a good Stallone.
Hey,
Solid Stallone, dude.
that's a pretty good slide, right?
Yeah,
right?
I'll take it. I'll give it to you.
If he dies, he dies. But that's what they needed. That's what they needed,
Should
and they
we-
didn't have it.
Should we move from your favorite sport to your second favorite sport, Mike?
Let's talk about my second favorite sport, Vince,
Okay,
because there's
so-
nothing more that I love than women dribbling basketballs.
We're stockpiling the two stuff that I find more important than you do, for sure.
I'm reading
We're
the
gonna-
document today. And I'm
we're
like,
gonna talk
Vince,
about it.
golf and the WNBA stacked on top of each other?
Yeah, because the
What the fuck
Ryder
are we
Cup.
doing?
And this is big news. People have been talking about it. WNBA is
Big
wrapping
news.
up. End of the season press conference for Nafisa Collier, however you say it. She had a postseason presser and she made serious criticisms of the WNBA leadership and, more importantly, Commissioner Kathy Engelbert. So Nafisa earlier, I think in the season, was talking to Kathy Engelbert either at All-Star Weekend or something, sitting next to her. And they were talking about a myriad of different issues, and Kathy Engelbert seriously seems like a piece of work. Or she's just too big for her britches and doesn't understand how shit works, because this girl, Nafisa Collier, did a 4-minute press conference essentially ripping on her and the leadership of the WNBA, which I agree.
Some might call Kathy, what's her name?
Engelbert.
Tone deaf, dismissive, and lacking accountability.
Was your Webster's dictionary that shit?
Yes. I can
Hell
read
yeah.
words.
Good job.
I just don't understand the purpose of this. What, like this is going to be like some monumental thing? Like, what
I
is
think
she
it
trying
does.
to be?
I think it validates a lot of things that people have already been considering. Because where Nafisa Collier is coming from is like, hey, we should invest more in our stars and not fucking hate them as much and stop acting like we're something that we aren't, which is what everybody has been talking about forever. Yes.
Time out. Isn't this what women do, like,
All right.
historically? No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Men lift each other up. Other women literally eat each other. Have you ever worked with corporate women? They
Yes,
fucking
Mike.
pretend to like one another, but they truly hate each other. It's so real.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from for sure. But I mean, all wars start because of men. So it's hard to argue both ways. They don't really lift each other up.
Petty. For example, it's like, here's the thing that the sports always needed for you to grow and be great. And then all of this great stuff that Caitlin Clark has brought to the game. And what do? Treat her like a fucking
poo-poo.
piece
They definitely
of shit.
poo-poo on her. Well, and then that's the long and short of it. Is like, hey, there's a lot of ample opportunity here. It's like she doesn't respect where she came from. Meanwhile, she's been respectful the whole time. So let's get into what she said in this. She said she asked Engelbert about how the league planned to address officiating issues because the officiating's been booty cheeks in WNBA for a while. And her response to that was only losers complain about the refs instead of taking it as valid criticism from a player. Moving on the matter of rookie stars like Caitlin Clark making significant endorsement money off the court, despite how low their NBA salaries are for somebody of her nature, she said Clark should be grateful. She makes $16 million off the court because without the platform of the WNBA, she wouldn't make anything. To which I say, fucking wrong. That's always been wrong.
She would have made the same amount of money if she was in college. I mean, granted, you can't stay in college forever.
She's more important to the WNBA than vice versa, for sure.
Oh, yeah. She could be like, remember when Larry Bird, they called him the Great White Hype because he kind of like saved the NBA in many ways. And he was like the first Caucasian player. Yeah. And that created new rivalry. And then Jordan gets in the mix. And then before you know it, it
was kind of shitting out in the 80s a little bit.
Exactly. So once again, here is their opportunity to build the sport. And I mean, you could even say Paige Buchers is a star in the league.
But I would almost argue that if this even Angel Reese, for as annoying as she is, like she does bring headlines in where like now Paige Buchers has that opportunity more so than when like they weren't coming in before. It's like there's actual stars being made and everybody hates it for some reason.
Yeah, they all hate them because I don't get it.
Because they're better than them? Get better. What are you talking about?
It's just, I'm sorry. It seems like petty, jealous woman shit.
Right, but she's the commissioner of the league. Like, work to build it. She's also working for the owners, so there's another piece of that pie. But the last thing here, in the same conversation, Collier exclaims that Engelbert also said players should be on their knees, thanking their lucky stars for the media rights deal that she got them. So you're welcome, guys. I did this for you, not you guys who are actually making people spend money on games finally. And so she finished this as we have the best players in the world, we have the best fans in the world, but right now we have the worst leadership in the world. I pretty much agree with everything she said. What the fuck are they doing? Like, advertise your game properly. I'm happy that she said this.
Well, somebody needs to wake them up. at the end of the day, and it's a male subsidized league because the NBA subsidizes it, and they're getting
but
few
they're
new
finally making some more
franchises,
money.
right?
Finally making some more money. Finally.
Sure. I mean, they're already indebted though. So if like you're in debt and you make more money,
Yeah,
great.
well,
You got to pay off your debt.
It's gonna stay like that, and if they're not in debt, like you don't have to pay back the NBA for shit. It's subsidized so they can make money. It's essentially an incubator, which is what they're doing. So use your energy and time to make money, so you no longer have to be incubated, instead of being like, we're the shit and you guys are all selfish.
Call it whatever you'd like. This is a very nice option for mega millionaires who own these franchises to hide money in their taxes at the end of the year
For sure,
at a net loss and keep that money in their pocket, because that's how.
Yeah, that's what the NBA does with it, dude. That's what the entire league does with it. But yeah, more than anything, it's just like, spend money on your stars.
Let's not talk about that though. Let's not talk about that though.
What?
What I just said. They're essentially shells. It's like a shell corporation.
Well, yeah, but they're still putting stuff on. There's still events. Like, it's not like it's a shell corporation with nothing going on. This is what I'm saying. No, not the same. Because the best NBA players aren't playing in the G League. The best possible WNBA player is playing in the or best women's basketball player is going to play in the WNBA. At least that's what their goal is. So if you're going to do that, then advertise the best ones.
You know what you should do? You should take the worst G League team at the end of the season and play them against the best WNBA team.
Why?
Could be cool.
Would it?
Kinda. I think it would be fun.
I don't think it would be. I think it would. They're both professional. We know this for a fact. Everybody will. Even the women will agree with it. It's like they're bigger, they're stronger, they're faster, more athletic. That's how that works.
All right, let's go. Worst high school team.
We're in the country, then yeah, there's a chance.
No, in the state. In the state. Worst boys high school team against the best WNBA.
Yeah, I think the WNBA would probably mop the floor with them, but that would be a good. It depends if it's like a team with no tall guys. Like if it's like our high school basketball team, just far too white for their own good. Like then maybe we'll lose that game.
They actually produced some decent talent.
Yeah, once in a while, but the majority was lackluster. But yeah, fucking get a new commissioner and start advertising your league right, and you'll start making money, guys. And also, Caitlin Clark is a benefit, not lucky to be there.
Better yet, take your already established talent and build them.
Yeah,
and build them up to be the people and stars that they are in your league, and give them support and surround them with the love that they deserve.
No, they don't deserve it. They're lucky to be there.
Right. To the point. Lucky to be there.
Okay. Chill out, lady.
All right. Vince. Baseball.
It's
lovely. Baseball's lovely.
It's a really good time.
This is becoming October. And I can't believe we're already here. We're already in Q4, babe. We're ready to rock. It's baseball time. I'm so excited I can't even sit still.
There is a difference, a feeling when you watch playoff baseball that goes, you're going from game to game, and then when this starts, you're like, oh, there's stakes. It tightens up the Cheerio a little bit in the back end. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, they got something going on right there. Like, we actually have something invested in it. Now, we don't as fans of a team that sucks, but these teams all have aspirations to go further in the playoffs, which is huge.
If you are a fan, your balloon knot's a little tight.
Maybe except for the Yankees. I kind of want to start there. Because I know they won today, but did you watch the Yankees game yesterday? And did you see what Aaron Judge did? That's what I'm asking.
Aaron Judge, when the time is right, the guy just doesn't show up.
Shrivels. Dude, there was I don't know if you saw that single turn double where it was a ball shot into right field and Aaron Judge kind of like slowly approached it and grabbed it. And the guy rounded first. He's like, fuck you, I'm taking two. And he got a double just because he fielded it slowly. You're like, when are you going to turn it on? I know he's been amazing all year, but when are you going to turn it on?
Well, if you look at this, like yesterday, they were winning a game until about the 7th. They pulled them. They pulled their starter.
On exactly 100 pitches, I think.
Wasn't it Max Fried? that they pulled?
Yes, indeed.
Didn't Fried start yesterday? So they pulled Max Fried, who pitched a banger 7 innings.
Oh, yeah.
Gave up no earned runs.
Him versus Crochet was a monster matchup.
Yeah. Crochet pitched 8 innings.
8, yeah, phenomenal.
At one point, sat down 17 in a row. I mean, the man is lights out. Go figure. The White Sox draft another banger.
Yeah. We got some guys from him, though, so I'll take it.
Yeah, Teal's one. Now, one thing I will say about this is that you couldn't probably have seen a more Boston-esque win than you did last night. And it was one of those things, or should I say on Tuesday night, where they're going into the bottom of the 7th or top of 7, down 1, and they just get them on, get them over, get them in 3 times.
If you're any age above 40, that was like the least Boston win of all time. And then if you're any age like under 40, it was the most Boston win of all time. Because something switched up in the last 25 years that were like, oh, we're going to start winning games like this. And the Yankees somehow lose games like this. Aroldis Chapman, bases loaded in the 9th. Somehow he's just find his will to pitch again in his 37-year-old season because he was the best closer in the MLB this year. Gets into a pickle and then boom, closes it out again.
He's 37?
I think so, yeah.
That's bananas.
He's been in the league for a long. Remember when he was on the Reds, dude? That was a long time ago.
Yeah, he's still throwing gas, and now he's figured out that hey, I have other pitches than just a fastball that I'm going to blow by you.
Yep, 37 years old, 1988.
That's crazy. He's been playing a hell of a season for them, and
117 with 85 strikeouts as a closer. Yeah,
lights out.
Please.
He's a door slammer. You love to see that. Now, tonight in particular, or in this case, if you're listening this yesterday, Boston, it seemed like a really close game here. They tied the game in about the 3rd inning, and then they were just chasing straws, and then the Yankees put up a clear homer in the 8th.
Put up one. Yeah, it's a one-on-one battle that whole game.
I agree. So when you look at this right now, we're going to go 3 there. If we jump across to the other series in the AL, the Central, basically the battle of the Central, the Guardians won today after a loss on Tuesday to beat the Tigers 6-1. And then the Cubs, this series is going to be tough. I don't know who's pitching tomorrow. But basically, we look at this game, and the Cubs just got knotted today. That bullpen in San Diego is next level.
Their entire pitching staff seemingly was on one today. I like this. It seems like, with the exception of the Reds and the Dodgers, don't know how that's going to work out right now. It's in the middle of the game. But every other one's going to 3. This is exactly what you want. You want a 3-game series across the board. Unless you're a fan, then you're like, put it away.
If I'm a pitcher to play against the Dodgers, it's just like
it's so unfair. Here's
Shohei Ohtani. Here's Mookie Betts. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's Freddie Freeman. It's like it doesn't end.
It's just so like unfair. How do you pitch to them? It's so ridiculous.
I had it on last night, and I was just Ohtani hit 2, I think, or Teoscar.
Oh yeah, Ohtani first at bat, just piss missile, just no doubt. Just
they walk up, and you're like, oh. You have a 3-game series. You're like, I don't care who you are. You're not beating them in a 3-game series. And then the thing is that their bullpen's not very good. But they don't need one because I think they have like 12 starting pitchers on their team at any time.
What's the difference if you're scoring 10 runs in a game or have the ability to score 10 runs in a game because you have so much offensive firepower in a lineup that looks like an all-star game 10 years ago?
It's unbelievable. It's watching that game, and it's 5-2 now in the bottom of the 6th. It's like,
now 7-2.
They're just, they won that game. So that's the only one not going 3. But it doesn't matter where they ended up being seated. You got to worry about them. There's no holes.
My question is, do the Reds have an opportunity, given the Brewers, the Cubs, to come in next year and have an opportunity to compete for a division? If they make the right moves, of course, in the offseason.
I hope, but I see the Cubs not being as good, but I definitely don't see the Brewers getting worse.
Well, the real question for the Cubs is, okay, you win tomorrow. You move on to play the Brew Crew.
Awesome.
which would just be a awesome story. Padres, they got Yu Darvish on the bump tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And Yu Darvish played for the Cubs. Historic.
Welcome home. Remember, he thought everybody was booing him because they were going, "You."
Yes. They thought he was getting booed, but truly they were just yelling "you."
His
You
name,
also signed a glove at maybe just the best sushi spot in all of Chicagoland, spot by the name of Daruma. Would highly recommend anybody going there in Schaumburg, Illinois. He had a glove sign there.
Nice.
So yeah, I just believe he's going to eat some Daruma, and the Cubs. I think the Cubs may be going home. I don't know.
Who knows?
Vince, your thoughts about this game?
Who knows, dude? It could go either way. If their bats are awake, then they're good. Their bats were not awake today. They woke up yesterday. They were not awake today. They couldn't do shit. But the Padres are the same thing. It's like the matchup of two teams that are red hot or ice cold. You're never going to
have a bullpen.
Yeah, but sometimes if you look at throughout the year, like they were cold and then they were hot and then they were cold and then they heated up at the end and they gave the Dodgers a run for their money again. And then it kind of went away again. And you're like, okay, it looks like the Dodgers are going to win this kind of decisively at this point. That's the same thing that happened to the Cubs. They just got hit with the crossfire of the Brewers being the best team in the league for 2.5 months. So it's like,
Sure.
I could see, I really don't, in basically any of these wild cards, besides the Reds, obviously, I could see it going either way anyway. Guardians, hottest team in baseball. Tigers were the best team in the AL for majority of the year. Either team can win that.
See, there is a series that I'm just like, I think the Guardians are just hot and they're right there.
Yeah, but if you asked me yesterday, I'm like, I don't.
It
Tariq
was
Skubal's the best
closer-
pitcher in the MLB.
I understand that, but Skubal ain't going tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. Or should we say today? Skubal isn't pitching today.
Well, who's
So
going
when we
for the
look at
Guardians tomorrow today?
We got Shoshone, Cecconi, Shoshone. Is this Shoshone?
Sissoni or Ciccone or whatever you want to say.
Ciccone, and then we got
Ciccone.
Flaherty. Which Flaherty isn't bad.
He is pretty good, yeah, but
Both
not
have
what he used
4
to be.
ERAs, so it can go either way. It could be a 8-8 game, or potentially we're looking at a 2-1 game.
A burner. That's what I'm saying. It's like, how do you decipher between the two? You want to take the Guardians because they're hot, but every single year they make the playoffs, they end up cooling off in the playoffs.
I think this could be their year. I mean, Detroit,
For all
if they
or to get
do,
further.
No, not to go.
Oh, I was like, oh.
Let's face it. Let's face
I was
it.
like,
You're
I
gonna
don't
have to
know.
play. You're gonna have to play Toronto,
Yeah.
right? Or you're gonna have to play
Mariners.
the Mariners.
Yeah.
The Mariners scare me right now. That might be a team of destiny. They got a 60 home runner plus catcher.
Yeah.
Never
He said,
happened.
fuck it. Why don't we just go win it all? And that's the thing. They're starting up. We'll get them on Saturday. All these start on Saturday or Sunday here. So,
Okay.
yeah, take your picks for each of these series to win on these wild cards.
All right. Give me the Tigers
Yep. El Tigre.
because I kind of just like what Hinch is doing, and I kind of want to prove the point that we should have hired him.
Yep.
Give me, for the sake of parity, give me the Cubs.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go Boston because it's going to be the most Boston shit ever.
And then Dodgers, obviously.
Yeah.
Well-
I'm not even, pick against that. It's going to be the Dodgers.
Unfortunately for you, I am on the exact same page. That's who I want to win. That's who I think is going to win. All three of them. I want Red Sox, I want Tigers, and I think the Cubs are going to win that.
Now, in the world of baseball, which is a very fickle game, it could go any way.
Right.
I mean,
If
all
if
these
all
series
three of
are
them
just
flop-
play or go home.
If all three of them flop the other way, I'm like, okay. I'm not
Very-
surprised.
It's all possible.
Yeah.
Now, another part of me would love to see the Yankees play the Blue Jays again and just get their shit smoked.
Yes, please.
Because once again, prediction, I saw blue and red. Now, what shade of blue? It was a little bit lighter, so I was leaning on the Blue Jays. but I see a Phillies Blue Jays World Series still being a real option here.
That's what else that could be though.
Could be the Mariners.
Blue, light blue.
Or the Cubs.
Yeah,
and
that's what I was getting at. I'm like, it could be the Cubs and the Blue
Mariners.
Jays. It could be, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Could be many things.
I love
But
it, though. I love it. And also, my neighborhood was a disaster the other day.
Oh, yeah. Vince is probably leaning on the fact that he wants the Cubs to lose because he wants traffic to stop.
I could walk around and move I know where I live. I'm not going to take any, I get it. But I was going for my nice little nightly walk, and I walked right down Clark Street, saw like 5 guys getting arrested. It was chaotic. Everybody was hammered. I'm like, it's Tuesday, my dudes.
I mean, think about it.
I know.
The last time they were in the playoffs, it was 2020, and nobody was there to see this or enjoy it because Chicago was completely shut down.
I respect it, to be honest, because when I went to when the Sox made that wild card and I went to that game, I was canned. So I respect it.
I was very happy to be there, and then I was there on the saddest day.
Oh, you went to
on the best day.
I went on the Lurie Garcia walk-off, and you went on the elimination day, which was really sad. Yeah, we thought we had juice, but we didn't.
I just kept screaming, half drunk, just be like, Sox and 5.
Nope.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
that's when Liam Hendricks was writing us a tune. Now, Vince, imagine how you would feel if you were like the Mets right now.
Dude, I can't believe that. Also, Pete Alonso already announces he's opting out of his contract, electing for free agency.
I bet you he goes to the Yankees.
No.
Why?
I don't think he would do that to Mets fans. I think he stayed there for too long to be switching. The Mets are going to offer him the same amount of money. I'd say he stays.
Do you think the Cubs would sign him, or are the Cubs not going to spend money?
No, if they're going to spend money, it's not going to be on a first baseman. Because they got Bush there or something like that. He's good, or I don't know who's playing that. He would be a big bat for you in that piece of the lineup that you could use. Yeah, I don't know. I see him going to like an AL West team or something like that. Maybe like a Rangers or Mariners, something like that. But I think he's just going to test it out. And if we know anything about the Mets, they're going to offer him the max that anybody else is going to give him. So if I were a betting man, I'd assume he'd be on the same team. Yeah.
It's a smart business decision. There's no doubt about it.
But they get kicked out on game 162, which is not what you want. And leaving Mets fans with like, oh, fuck, how do we ruin that? Because they were amazing all year. And then they also post a graphic that says, thank you, fans. And they're all like, fuck you. What do you mean?
Who's their owner? Cohen? Cohen basically came.
Yeah.
Steve Cohen just basically said it's not acceptable with this amount of payroll.
Yeah, he literally was like, that's my bad, guys. That's essentially what he said.
And you waste a year of Juan Soto in his prime.
And also not a great Juan Soto year either. So if you're a Mets fan, you're kind of like, oh, are we like the
all-star?
Well, yeah, but that's, how that works. We talked about
his barrier of entry. Of course, but his barrier of entry is an all-star performance. I mean, he's still hit slash line 300 plus. I mean, he's still a dog.
Well, it's more just like availability. And that's the thing too. If you're a Mets fan, you're like, are we just the mush of the century all the time? Which that has to suck to have to I get it, because anybody that comes to the White Sox sucks. So that's
Pete Alonso. If he comes to the White Sox,
Bears, Jets, Mets, White Sox, kindred spirits, as long as I'm concerned.
Yeah, that's kind of fair. They might have it a scotch worse than us.
I think they do. I think New York sports do in general. But
yeah,
I don't know. At least they got an owner that'll spend money. So
I mean, if you're a Yankee fan, it kind of just trumps all.
Yeah, it's whatever. If you're a Yankees fan, you're a Cowboys fan. If you're a Yankees fan, you're a Lakers fan. What are you gonna do?
It's kind of real. I would agree with that statement.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of Florida State fans, Vince, what a football game!
Did we bring? Oh,
I'm bridging right into college football.
We were just talking about Florida State. I was like, where did that come from?
We were just talking about Florida. Hey, stay tuned to the Taxi Squad podcast. If you've got a thought, 312-725-2107. Call it in.
Do it.
Give us your thoughts. It's just leaving a voicemail, right? You're not calling in live. You're just giving us your thoughts.
Yeah.
So, do it.
Come
now,
talk to me.
This game, a lot of people would have said, oh, yeah, Florida State's going to go into Virginia and smack that ass.
Everybody did say that.
That was not the case because the Cavaliers were cavalier and came out and dropped 46 points. This game goes into 2 overtimes.
It seems like they wanted to give the game away at every point. And if you're a Florida State team that's ranked as high and people were like, they're back, last year was a fluke. Florida State ended up winning the turnover battle and still losing that game. Against, I know they're ranked 24 and I know they're 4-1, but like, it's not like Virginia's a world beater. Like, what are we doing here? So was Florida State, was that week 1 a bigger deal or less of a deal than we made it? Are they as good as we were talking about them, or is this just a letdown game?
I don't know. I think Florida State caught Bama real early in the season where they're still trying to figure it out, considering what happened and what transpired on Saturday, which was nuts. But the turnovers were pretty much even. 3 interceptions for Virginia, 2 interceptions and 1 fumble lost.
There you go.
So there's some things here that you could say it was kind of the tail of the tape. They were kind of even on turnovers, but penalty yards really, I believe, was going to be the camel's back because Florida State had 49 penalty yards where they only had 35.
Can't do that.
So penalty yards and turnovers are usually going to be the tail of the tape. Castellanos seems to me to be very Kyler Murray light.
Wishy-washy. So he's going to run the ball a lot. Yeah.
Not as good, but definitely better than what they had.
Yeah.
Oogala. So it seems like, though, if you make them one-dimensional in Florida State, you're going to probably win the football game.
Yeah, if this by any means is a playbook for another team, I'm not trying to be a hater, but like there are plenty of teams that could outplay Virginia. So it's not like you're going to be walking up and cakewalk and everything. And the ACC is not going to be very easy to win this year if you're Florida State, especially if you're playing Miami like that. So you gotta. Well,
Miami's this weekend. Okay, that's the night slot. That is a primetime game. That's by far, in my opinion, going to be one of the best games of the weekend if we're looking at the overall slate.
Hopefully.
This past weekend may have been one of the best football weekends I have watched in the recent future.
Every year, it's like the end of September is just a fucking weekend.
Banger. It's just a banger. To discuss the banger of a game, USC and U of I meet in Champaign, and boy, oh boy, were my fears correct.
Yeah, right after the game, you're just like, what the fuck?
I've been saying this for weeks.
Right after the game, I was like, we're storming the field.
It was a big win for a program that hasn't had a big win in a while.
Yeah, but was that a big win? Was that storm the field where it's not like, I'm not trying to disrespect you, but they're not like 5th in the nation. They're not like 3rd in the nation.
They were in at 24 when we played this game. We were 23 and 24 playing each other.
Yeah, it's 1 seed. What are we doing?
Correct. And to give you some validation on your thought process, U of I only jumps to 22 now. So it's not like it was anything crazy. This game was very much so just a back and forth of 2 teams that did not want to play defense.
Yeah.
And an offense that is so much more overpowered than the defense on the other side of the field. And Jordan Mailata looked great. And Waymon Jordan looked great.
Yeah.
And Mekhi Lemon may be the best wide receiver taken in this upcoming year's draft. The guy is nails. But beyond that, you can't stop a nosebleed on defense. You forced some turnovers, which were great.
Against a team that seemingly got shut down last week by Indiana. And you're like, let's watch some tape.
Indiana shut out an offense that put up 34 points on you.
Destroyed them. They destroyed them. Yeah. Different classes, it feels like.
This is the problem with every Lincoln Riley-led program. The offense is usually going to be far better than the defense, but if you're going to win a national title in this NCAA, you got to tackle, you got to pressure the quarterback, and they weren't capable of doing any of those things on Saturday. Jordan Mailata made a beautiful drive, and the time management's also strong. Jaden.
I think it's who's the tack or the guard or the tackle on the Eagles?
Oh, I think that's Jordan.
Jordan something. I heard it the other day. I'm like, that's where it's coming from. Who's the Australian guy?
I think it's the big guy who sings, right? So
yeah. Oh, Mailata, Jordan Mailata, Jaden Mailata. Okay. Yeah, we're mixing the fun. I do it every time I say his name.
So let me paint this picture. So I thought the game's over. U of I's driving down the field, up a touchdown, as it is. All right. They're driving down the field to close this game out. USC forces a forced fumble on a run and a tackle, maybe the best tackle of the day, and they recover said forced fumble in the U of I end zone, so forcing a touchback. They drove down the field in record time, and now they're on the 15, made U of I go all the way down the 2-minute warning. Now, 2-minute warning, you figure, hey, we're under the clock. We're in scoring position. Our offense has been moving the ball pretty decent all day.
Hold court.
Let's run this down. Nah.
How'd you do that?
Because our defense can't stop a nosebleed. And what happens? We score.
Well, I'm just saying, like, there's still suds of Pete Carroll in there where they're like, should we run it? No. Throw the ball.
So the next play, Lemon, right away, wide open, back shoulder throw, beautiful ball, Jaden Mailata. You give the ball back to U of I with 1:30 left and 3 timeouts, and they just drove their happy ass down the field.
Brett Bielema knows what he's doing.
With their Italian-ass kicker who has eyebrows like little capitillas. And he's from Naperville, Illinois. Fun fact.
Where you know.
Yeah. So, and that is the loss in itself. And that kicker got more blowies that weekend than he knew what to do with.
Probably. Shout out to
David Alano. David Alano, I hope you had a fun weekend. You're the fucking
How you doing?
How you doing? So, there was that. Now, another great game. And it was just kind of like the Lane Bowl, I feel like.
Okay.
It was the Lane Bowl.
Talking LSU Ole Miss?
Yeah, the Lane Bowl.
Lano gets his dub. I like Ole Miss. I think that they're good. I don't know if they're 4th in the nation, but I think they're good. Over didn't win, so you saw the tweets he was saying, take the over, take the over. Over didn't win, but that's
which
fine.
I kind of wanted to because I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. And
listen to him, but I think it probably inflated it anyway. But regardless, I think, what is his name? Champlain, or however you say it, Trinidad Chambliss. It might be the dog. He might be my, like, number one guy as far as name and, like, talent-wise. He's fun as shit to watch play football.
And here's the thing. He may not start next week.
I know. They're back. Like, that's what I'm saying. They just got depth.
They have depth, and he spent a shit ton of money. So the guy that he spent a shit ton of money with, the lefty, I don't even know his name. Trinidad Chambliss was just like a transfer from a very small school, and
he went D3 to D1, and he's almost, I think next game he'll touch the amount of passing yards he had last year in total.
Garrett Nussmeier, yes.
I think this is just a Brian issue, dude. I don't think anybody in LSU really likes him. I think most coaches that coach at LSU, like, they can figure it out pretty quickly. And something about Brian just doesn't infiltrate into your team and give you any confidence. There's none at all.
It's never his fault. It's never his fault, ever.
The thing is, that's the thing, and it's always his fault.
my play calls.
It's like when he killed that kid.
Exceptional.
It wasn't my fault. Yeah, it was.
He didn't kill him. I would just. Oh, you're meaning the kid from last year?
No, from Notre Dame. Wasn't that years ago? I'll get the information. We're good.
Well, if that's the case, then clearly kids dying under his tutelage is something that occurs consistently. Because think about the kid who was going to get drafted, who ended up taking his own life in Dallas last year, and he was going to be a top wide receiver prospect.
Yeah, 2010. Their videographer. A lift in the practice tipped over and killed him. It was a big deal when it happened.
So was a videographer?
Yeah, he wasn't on the
not
team.
a player.
Yeah,
Still incredibly sad. Yeah, he seems to just kind of be a tool.
He's the worst.
And every time he loses, I'm just like, okay, great.
Give me an example of 3 people that like Brian Kelly.
Nobody from South Indiana.
He burned the bridge everywhere he went,
Uh-huh.
and then he gets there and he acts like he's Jesus. He got to one national championship and got smoked out on Notre Dame. Like nobody.
And that's back in BCS times. That it's not like they had the toughest schedule to get to where they were going. So.
Sure, I mean they still don't, but even so, it's like they're clearly a better coach now than they were. That's my thing.
Meanwhile,
I think Ed Orgeron's a good coach, but I think like you'd expect Brian Kelly to be a smarter, more efficient coach, and that's just not what he is. He's just a dingus.
Eddie O at least knew how to recruit and how to bring guys in.
Yeah, what about Brian Kelly would be like, I need to go there and go do it. Like they're gonna get recruits regardless because it's LSU. It's Baton Rouge. But like I don't think he's moving the needle much, to be honest.
Well, he's a politician is what he is. Certainly. He can go spin a dream to you as a 17, 18-year-old kid and throw a bunch
but
of
Lane
money
Kiffin could do that to me a lot easier.
But Lane is cool.
Yeah.
Lane's not a tool.
Right.
Lane's a football prodigy. He was the head coach of the Raiders at 31 years old.
Hey, if we're speaking about Mississippi, you see Paul Feinbaum is going to run for senator? I think it is.
Oh, what an even better bullshitter. Yeah, go Paul.
Throw him in there.
Throw him in. Get him in. Right?
Do you think Leno stays at Ole Miss, or if they play well, does he go somewhere like Florida or maybe LSU?
I believe Lane is at a stop in his career where he's building something and he has the opportunity to become the best in the SEC. And the SEC at one point now it's kind of wide open for the taking. So why would he leave? He'd be silly not to.
I heard an argument today that there's 3 teams in the Big Ten better than any team in the SEC right now.
I mean, Ohio State is just so pumped up.
They're better.
Their money, but granted, they
Oregon,
played a
Penn
close
State
game against Washington. I mean, Oregon is good because of an infinite bag. Penn State just showed you they're not that good. Drew Aller
they could be. I think the top tier talent in the SEC isn't as high as it was, but I think it's deeper as a conference overall. But I think like the top teams like. We can get to in a second, but like Georgia, Oklahoma's good, but I think they're able to get beat at any week here. Like I don't see any of them as like, oh no, big bad SEC. Like you're not getting it from Texas, you're not getting it from Bama.
Well, I really want to see Texas play somebody other than Ohio State and see how that goes.
They're about to,
right? So
they're about to.
Ole Miss, Oklahoma, October 25th is going to be
fun.
A hell of a game. Going to be a banger. And then they go and play like Washington State upcoming this week.
Can I do? Sorry, go ahead.
I just look at this and the conference is kind of wide open. It's exciting.
I'm ready to do a Notre Dame heat check.
Oh God! All right, go ahead.
Where am I at mentally with this? We talked about it last week. I'm like, yeah, it's bad, but is it worse than last year? I don't know. I feel, first off, Arkansas has had a good offense all year, and they got shut down. So you got to think the defense is playing a little bit better. You got to. Because Arkansas before last week was like, they could be like a fringe team. I'm not going to say they're godly or anything like that, but they're a fringe team. They're playing well. You go in there and you take care of business, and you beat them by a lot. I don't need your judgment shake right now. You beat them by a lot, and they can run the table and make the playoff. That's all I'm saying.
Ole Miss gave up 35 against them, beat them 41-35. Memphis beat them by a point. Memphis hasn't lost at home in a year and a half. Pretty great stat. I just look at this team and say, okay, you beat a semi-decent team. Now the rest of your schedules. What?
CJ Carr is good. He's a good quarterback.
A very low-level SEC team. Yes, he's great.
He's a good quarterback. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying they could go undefeated the rest of the year and make the playoff. I think that's a reasonable thing to look at.
And my biggest thing is, okay, if I'm USC, I'm circling this game October 18th. And if you want to win this season, beat Notre Dame. But
if you need more motivation in an ND versus USC game, like you shouldn't even be there.
That's
in the
the
first
one
place.
day of the year that
you
we just
gotta
hate
get
one
up.
another.
It's like any given Saturday in that one, regardless of how good either team is, anything could happen.
It's very true that a lot of things could in fact happen.
Yeah.
If I'm you, am I getting super jacked? Not
No,
necessarily.
no. Definitely not. I'm just saying there's a path that I see, and what I saw last weekend has been like, okay, they can do this. I'm not saying they're gonna, but I'm saying that they can. Saying that they can.
Yeah. Very true.
Can Georgia? I don't know. It depends on if Kalen DeBoer's in front of them for some fucking
No.
reason.
This
What's
game,
going on?
I watched it in its entirety. Gunnar Stockton put a ball that was so perfect that would have won them this game at the end of the fourth quarter that his receiver so blatantly dropped. And then there was another play, 4th and goal. Kirby Smart's on the 4. And instead of kicking a field goal to tie the game, knowing the battle that they've been in all damn game, he decides to go for it.
Take the points, Curb.
Of all people to give it to you, gave it to the white kid?
Yeah,
you put
I
the
know.
ball in the hands
And
of
the
the
thing
great
is,
white hype, and he trips and he falls over.
You're not giving it to Mike Allstott either. You're giving it to like Julian Edelman. You're like, do something.
I'm
scary.
sorry. I don't know what you're
do that.
thinking right there. It's like the whole thought process. I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay, if you're going to throw it, get it to your best ball. Get it to your best game changer. No. Pitch. He fell over. I'm
Who
like,
pisses himself first? Kirby Smart in not in Tallahassee, in Tuscaloosa, or Ryan Day at the Big House? Who pisses themselves first?
Right.
They're both.
DeBoer needed this win if he was going to stick around.
I thought Kirby Smart was just afraid of Nick Saban because he could never beat Alabama. And then now they can't beat Alabama anyway, even though Saban's not even there. Just the stink of him, he gets scared. He like shakes in his boots.
They had many opportunities to win this game.
And they didn't win it.
They did.
And his coaching seems like it's different when he plays Alabama. It's so weird. It's like, and this is at home too. That's the thing. It's like, he can't do it. They're the boogeyman. Say
whatever you will about Nick Saban, but at one point on his coaching staff, the motherfucker was collecting infinity stones.
Mm-hmm.
He had Kirby Smart as his defensive coordinator, Lane Kiffin as his offensive coordinator, and then Dan Lanning was like an offensive control coach.
Yeah, like an assistant or something like that. Yeah.
Now Dan Lanning's out here playing double overtime games against Penn State in Penn State in a complete whiteout.
2 top 10 coaches and a top 15 coach. Not bad. I'll take it. What a lineage.
Take it all night. Lionel Richie. Dante Moore, maybe the best quarterback in college football.
You can make that argument. He's probably top in Heisman right now if I had to make a guess.
29 for 39, 248 yards, 3 touchdowns, was rushing for first downs, putting his shoulder down.
Yep.
If I'm playing with this guy, I'm like, this guy fucking rocks.
It's one of those, it depends on the week, it feels like.
Drew Aller cooked?
No, he reminds me of Brock Osweiler.
It's either like Brock Osweiler if you're tall and semi-athletic, or
tall
Josh
with a
Allen.
Cannon.
Josh
That's the
Allen.
thing. Everybody
was comparing him to Josh Allen last year.
But I don't think he can run like him. That's the thing. I don't know, dude. It's just, if you look at the record of Franklin in big games,
he's cooked.
The only one he's won was in the playoff last year against Boise State. Like, if you're playing anybody in a conference or Notre Dame, you're fucked. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Coach, to show you how one-dimensional Boise State was, considering how shit they are this year.
He's something crazy, like 2-12 against top 10 teams, something like that, or like 1-12 against top 10 teams. You can't beat him. He had an interview, and they're like, "How do you feel about this rumor of you not being able to win big games?" He's like, "It's not a rumor. It's like it's not criticism. It's real. It's absolutely real because you can't deny it. The stats say otherwise. You know."
That's the problem as a college football head coach. Do you get rid of the guy as a staff that can't win the big games, but wins every other game and gets you into the playoffs, or to lose, or do you blow it all up, bring in somebody new? It's
if you're the AD in Happy Valley, then yes, you do, because your expectations need to be championships. With the amount of money you put down, you gotta.
considering the state of the Big Ten, I think you're absolutely correct. Another game like Indiana just almost losing to Iowa, which, by the way, I called this game of being like, hey, pay attention, because Iowa's just going to keep them to very minimal scoring.
Iowa forces you to play Iowa football. That's what they do.
Pretty much.
Yeah. You got it.
Indiana's offense just so happened to figure out a way to score. But
I think it was, we are so good. And then it's like, let's take you back to Jesus. That's what it was. Do I think they're 8th in the country? No, but they're good.
Yeah, they're not 8th in the country, but they're good. Tennessee almost losing to Mississippi State in overtime.
Best Mississippi State loss in years.
I mean, that was an insane game.
They get paid to play too, you know. They're SEC. People forget, but they're SEC.
Colorado almost beating out Brigham Young, but Brigham Young's just too well coached, and they're just like, okay. I love their quarterback's name, Bear Bachmeier.
That guy can win games in college. I don't know if he's an NFL Bear Bachmeier.
Oh, will not touch the NFL once, but he wears 47 as a quarterback. I think
dog.
That's lovely.
That's a dog right there.
Who does that? That guy does.
That's a lunch pail, scrappy kid if I've ever seen one. And we'll get to it in this next week of games, but Vanderbilt may be good now.
No.
They might be.
They beat Utah State.
I'm just saying, when's the last time they were top 16?
Okay. The Commodores go on to play Alabama next week, which is
that's what I'm saying.
Because Bama's now going to take their run, and then LSU.
Let's turn this car into reverse into last year, bud.
They were playing at home once again, high-level game. What's this kid's name that Theo Vaughn wants to date his mom?
Oh, the quarterback. Oh shoot, what's his name? I gotta pull it up. Diego Pavia.
So Pavia shows up in big games. This will be another one. Now you
can't say it's impossible. You can't say it's impossible. They've done it before.
You're going to Tuscaloosa to play in the house that Saban built, and good luck with that.
After a sweaty ranked game, thinking, we'll beat Vanderbilt.
You sure about that?
I hope Vandy wins. I don't think they're gonna, but I hope.
Sure about that?
Well,
sure about that?
They did that last year. You got to get every win you can, Kalen DeBoer. All right, let's look at next week. What are we looking forward to? What's kind of like a whatever? Your big game again?
A lot of this weekend is just kind of whatever. I feel something to pay attention to. Texas versus Florida. Florida's got a big target on their back.
DJ's
don't
booty,
know how
though.
it's going to look.
He's so booty.
DJ could be a scotched cheeks, but who knows how this is all going to flare out. We got a couple interesting games there. Now, the rest of this week, I'm not going to lie, I'm not too like, oh man, got to watch it.
No.
You do have Florida State, Miami.
Yeah.
Texas State, Texas A&M, Mississippi State. Vince, if I'm you, I'm just rooting for Mississippi State to get a big comeback game here.
I don't know. I want Texas A&M to be as good as possible because then that makes that loss look better, you know? I think Texas Tech Houston will be fun because that's just offense versus defense. I think Texas Tech's going to smoke them. I'm mostly looking forward to this Vanderbilt-Alabama game, and I hope it's not a blowout. That's more than anything. And also, beat Boise State, boys. That's what we have to do.
Oregon, here's something to pay attention to. Oregon and Indiana have byes.
Mm-hmm.
They play each other on October 11th. That is going to be a banger of a game.
2 weeks, get ready, boys. Nothing should surprise you.
That's going to be one. But nothing this weekend. I mean, this is like one of those Saturdays that if you want to go pumpkin picking, maybe the time to do so.
Yeah.
Just going to throw that out there. West Virginia, BYU might be a game. But really, I'm looking forward to Florida, Miami. And that's really about it.
Grasping for straws this week. And that's okay. We don't need bangers every single week, you know.
I agree with that statement. NFL talk?
Football in the NFL, Mike. Football in the NFL has treated me pretty nicely this year.
Are you talking about the footballs of the NFL persuasion, Vince?
Some would say that. And for those of you that don't know, we do our picks every week.
We do.
I got you on 4 games now.
Vince, don't get too fucking cocky,
I'm just saying,
don't
in your current situation, do you change up your strategy or do you stick to it?
I got a couple ideas. I got
Because I'm ready to,
you know.
I'm ready to blow this shit up right now. I feel like, I feel like this is where. Well, I'm saying this is where shit gets bad for me. So I'm gonna take.
He does this every year.
I'm gonna take my pluses with it and keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully it works out for me.
Vince, I was thinking about this morning too. I was taking a nice long passage.
I'm in on your brain then, huh? Even during your walk.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about our picks. I was like, I wonder how we did. I said, I think he got me by this like 1 or 2 this week, and you got me by 1, right?
Yep. Uno. Every week it's just only 1. Yeah.
He's picking up. He's getting me by 1. Our modes of thinking are a little interesting / similar, not so similar, but different, right? None of us would have thought like the Giants and Jackson Dart was going to be something.
We were both very wrong about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody was. But I just kind of learn it. I understand it. And hey, I did tell everybody to bet Michael Pittman for a touchdown this week, and that hit.
Yep.
So
bet Roma Dunze for a touchdown this week, and you won't hit it.
Yeah, you won't. Probably the only week you won't because Caleb's looking for him.
Feels like it. Should we go through the list as of last week? What we liked, what we didn't like? Start off with the Seahawks Cardinals. Feels like it was a century ago because it was a week ago. And a lot of people were shatting on the Cardinals a lot. It was a hard-fought game the whole time, but some people need to hold on to the ball. I think that was the biggest takeaway from this game, was that some people aren't holding on to the ball as much as they should, especially as a highly drafted wide receiver.
Well, also, something I'd like to point out. Kyler Murray does not inspire a soul.
Doesn't feel like it. Doesn't feel like they even know him.
The talent might be off the charts, but if there is a more Jay Cutler-esque quarterback in the NFL today, it may just be Kyler Murray.
I think so. I don't blame him for being jaded,
shit.
But yeah, it's not.
Talent-wise, off the charts.
The paint-slapped uniform didn't inspire shit either. I don't know how you felt about those.
Yeah, that was just like, what are we doing?
What are we doing? What are we doing, IE?
What are we doing?
Toss your damn jersey on and get out there and play. I don't need the paint splatty.
Yeah,
come on.
I mean, we're driving through the great world that week, and then as you see, you're like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, the Seahawks. But Sammy D, hey, once again, he's still pretty good.
We have one thing, Mike. He does one thing well.
What's that?
Wins games. Come hell or high water, he's going to get a dub until the playoffs. But as far as regular season,
until the playoffs. But you made a earlier point of, if I'm a Cards fan, Marvin Harrison Jr.'s got me a little concerned right now.
He's teaming on bust heavy right now, and you're gonna keep going to him because he's gonna be your number one. But like, you lose James Conner, Trey Benson's out this week. You better, like, they don't have any running backs, so you better catch the ball now. Like, what are you gonna do? Trey McBride can't be your whole offense.
Trey McBride cannot be your entire offense, and nor can, for that matter, Marv. He just needs, to your point, don't put the ball in the hand of the other team, because the biggest drop of the day was in a drive that could have won them the game. The only thing he needed to do was hold on, and then tipped it right into an interception. So other than that, he actually had a pretty good stat line. He wasn't terrible.
He got a lot of balls. It's just everything goes away when that opportunity comes and you can't hold on to it. When the lights are the brightest, you got to be catching it, especially as a top 3 pick. Like, come on now. What are we
beyond that drops, 6 catches, 66 yards, a touchdown. That's not a bad slash line. I think a lot of people have eyeballs on him right now because he has had some yip issues. So we digress.
This is one of them.
Now, the Steelers and the Vikings played bright and early in Dublin. And Aaron Rodgers he looked good.
He said, B-flow, I see ya. I'm going to operate within the offense, and they did it. Carson Wentz seemingly just threw the ball every single play.
They can't really run the ball.
Maybe it's the redhead thing. Maybe they're like, you look Irish.
Carson, this was like the 1 week the Steelers defense kind of woke up.
They're back.
2 takeaways. Look good. 6 sacks. I mean, they look legitimate. So
Steelers in the playoffs this year, yes or no?
I'm still out. I don't know on that one.
I think they make
Maybe
it
a wild
in
card.
Really, yes, that's what they sneak in weird, unprecedented fashion. Now, who wins that? Like, who wins that division? They're clearly the best right now.
It's unprecedented.
I know,
and we don't know what to do.
Yeah, that's on me.
So
yeah, I was waiting for that.
I could see the Steelers sneaking into a wild card spot.
Why wouldn't they win the division? Who's going to win the division? The Ravens don't look good. The Browns are starting your boy.
Will wind up make a comeback in my eyes. I could see that happening.
I see that coming, and then they win a wild card, and then the Steelers just somehow just sneak in and win the division.
See, I'm not willing to write off the Ravens quite yet, considering Lamar Jackson goes down, and that's the reason they don't have an opportunity to come back on Sunday.
And he's not playing this week either. That's kind of where my head's at.
He's probably not playing for a couple weeks.
That's either he's week to week. So if you're looking at that, then it's like a late season push, and the Steelers just win 11 games. Then you're like, oh boy.
Soft tissue injuries are so difficult to manage because it could just be one play. He takes off and that's it.
Yep.
And then he's, Jaden. What's his name? Bears Jaden.
Oh, Jalen Johnson.
Jalen. There we go.
Aha.
There we go. Now, the Falcons play the Commies and in a get-right game, they got right, but Mariota, man, still
we both last week were like, you know what? Maybe they're better with Mariota if Jaden's not completely healthy. No, I think I think Mariota's a one-start guy, and then you get back to your normal schedule programming. That's kind of how it feels.
I had some friends who were asking me for fantasy advice, and I still give sage fantasy advice. Do you want to know why? I think about it like a gambler, and BFF Matthew, shout out to Mateo, was like, dude, I can't start Debo this week. He did shit last week. I'm like, he's going to go off this week. You know that.
Yeah.
And Debo, 6 receptions, 72 yards.
Yeah, he's their guy when Terry's hurt. Like, well, who else are you going to go to?
And that's what I said.
Falcons get right, and Kyle Pitts is actually good again.
There you go. Now, Congrats. The Giants and Jackson Dart.
What? How? The whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, when are the Chargers going to do? Like, they're going to do it, right? At some point, they're just going to be like, all right.
Herbert looked like Herbert before Harbaugh.
Something happened. Maybe he doesn't play well in New York. Maybe that defensive line that we're all talking about is actually, I mean, it is alive. They were eating them alive. And Joe Alt goes down, which means they lose both of their tackles.
That's scary.
That's a recipe for disaster, especially against a team with 2 good D-ends.
Marion Hampton may be the best running back drafted this year. I'm going to throw that out there. I wonder who called that.
Him or Quinshawn Judkins. Jeez.
Or maybe Cam Scadaboo, because Cam Scadaboo is just an absolute unit.
That backfield with Scadaboo, just like, first in, last out, scrappy, and then Jackson Dart's just chained up. He's got like the wild eye black. You're like, I don't know if this guy's going to win, but those two combined, I like it.
I knew Jackson Dart had some swag when he started for Lano and Clay Helton for a full season at USC and then transferred to go back to Lane, which did help him make, who he is today.
Now, are they screwed though? Because Malik Neighbors out.
It's turf. Not helping.
But everybody hates the turf. OBJ hates the turf.
They all hate the turf. OBJ might just say, fuck it, sign me. I'll go play with the kid.
He's retired. I don't know. We'll see. But he's like, no hate to the NFL, but they need to get rid of the turf. I'm like, I agree with that 100%.
Well, especially in outside fields. Like, there's no need for this turf. Guys have proven to get injured on it, so get rid of it.
Yeah, I agree. Giants win.
Bears used to have turf, for the record. They got rid of it.
Crazy.
That field's still a mess. But Jackson Dart, is he the future?
He's going to have to be. You can't go back after this. Send Jameis to Cincy and call it a day. Come on now.
And I think Dayball loves this kid, so no doubt about it.
You want to know why he loves him?
Coming up. Why is that?
Because he's the only chance he's got left.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Now, the Texans, speaking about a get-right game, beat the Titans 26-0, and Cam...
You have to.
Cam Ward comes out in the public and just basically said, I'll keep it a buck. We're ass.
Yeah, and they are. And I appreciate that because they are ass.
Yeah. And hey, the Texans finally get a victory. They've been looking
You
for.
better. That's how I feel about that. You better win that.
The Bucks were about to win a football game, and Baker kind of did the most Baker thing ever and tried to extend a play he had no business extending and threw a egregiously bad pick in the red zone.
When he does it well, everybody freaks out. You got to do both ways. He did something that you're like, when he released it, I'm like, someone's down there. And then I was like, oh, never mind. That's
the
bad.
ball got tipped.
Mhm.
That was the issue. The ball got tipped when he threw it because he's a little guy. And he's just a little guy. And before you know it, one thing leads to another, and ball's in the hand of the Eagles. And then it was a run the clock out situation. Emeka Ibuka may be the offensive rookie of the year.
Feels like it. Him and Chris Godwin are going to be a nice little combination moving forward
especially while Evans is out now.
Yeah, they're
Ibuka's proven himself over the past couple weeks. And then you put Godwin in the mix, and then before you know it, you're going to get Evans back. That's a three-headed monster. I don't think anybody knew they needed.
Scary.
And Rashad White, Bucky Irving, great yin and yang.
Bucky Irving's so good, dude. Bucky Irving's the man. I love him.
Hey, remember I said in a few years we'd discuss the Bears draft where they chose to take a punter in the 4th round?
Yeah.
Do you want to know the pick after Torrey Taylor and who that was?
Oh, you could play this game all day. Yeah, forever.
You know who it was?
Probably Buck.
It was Bucky Irving.
Yeah. Yeah, but
you know who would look great?
We use our punter more than a running back, so.
Do you want to know who would look great in navy and orange right now?
Torrey Taylor. Oh.
Fucking Bucky Irving. And that's all I have to say.
We use our punter more than our running back, so I like to pick.
Yeah, go to punt that football there. All right. Panthers. We thought they were something.
No, not we. Not we. Fun week. I felt like the Patriots are going to take it. I thought it was going to be close. Wasn't close. I think Patriots fans are like, hey, if we win against the Bills, we might win the Super Bowl. That's what it feels like right now, which is scary. They're not going to beat the Bills. But, yeah, the Panthers aren't good, and they have a lot of not good. And Bryce Young might not be good. So that's kind of how it feels. Like they might just be in the shitter again.
So, Vince, since David Tepper purchased the Carolina Panthers.
How many years ago was it? Can you give me that?
2024? No, he bought the team in 2018.
Yeah, okay.
Since 2018, how many wins does this man have?
In 8 years? They basically didn't win a game for 3 years. I would give them 9.
Well, you'd be terribly off.
Okay.
31 wins.
Oh, okay. That's more than I thought.
70 losses.
It's still fucking horrible. When were they kind of good? Was it like the end of Cam? Was that how that was? But that's
end of game.
Yeah, because the last 3 years, they've won like 2, 2, and 3 or something like that. Actually, they won a lot at the end of last year, so I was off. But yeah,
Panthers are pretty horrible. Okay, the Saints kind of.
It was close for a while. It was close for a while. They're bad. Spencer Rattler is 0-10 now. And you can't really blame it on him, but he's 0-10.
I know I threw that stat out there comparing him to Caleb, but now that Caleb won us a football game, I'm like, I'm back on. I'll pay my
debts. Yeah, they're not the same. But even so, it's like the Saints are so bad, you can't even blame the 0-10 on him. He's just been bad. Derek Carr also started 0-10. I learned that today.
And we saw, he got real close and then broke his ankle. But
yeah, he was good for a couple of years there.
So, Vince, go ahead. Tell me why I'm wrong. The Lions beat the shit out of the Browns.
We had this conversation a few weeks ago about the Browns quarterback situation. I want to say it was in the preseason when I was like, Shador played well. It's like, this is great. They're going to be so good. Joe Flacco's going to start. And then you're like, there's no way Dylan Gabriel gets in an NFL game this year. Well, welcome to week 5 where the starting quarterback of the Cleveland Browns is Dylan Gabriel. And Shador's not happy about it, and he's being a baby. So it's kind of funny all around.
Well, Shador Sanders may just want to keep his mouth shut and see if he has an opportunity to get in.
That's what it feels like. Why in the world would you start over Dylan Gabriel if they drafted him 2 rounds higher than you? Why in the world would you start first? That's crazy expectation.
At this stage of the game, you're better off just creating less noise, just saying, hey, I'm going to support my guy. And you just kind of hope to get on the field in a different way.
Remember where he was going to get drafted?
The Ravens. And you know what?
And
he'd be starting
playing,
right now.
He'd be playing. And now it's Cooper Rush instead. Wild.
This game is so fickle, isn't it?
Welcome to what could have been.
You think you're like the guy, and you could be throwing the football right now to like Derrick Henry and DeAndre
Flowers, Mark Andrews.
You could be out there dogging in Baltimore, but you just got to have this ego that you're better than because your dad's fucking Deion Sanders.
It'll chew you up and spit you out if you're not careful. And I don't know. He's going to get a start at some point here, but I don't know. Dylan Gabriel, he's in.
Is there a reason they're just benching Flacco?
He looked bad last week. He looks bad. And I think they're like, we're ready to start doing
whatever. Do the Browns make the Cousins move? Do the Browns just like, hey, we'll just dump all of this?
I think they believe in their guy. I think they're just like, Stefanski's like, hey, this is it. Let's see how this all works out. Because he wanted Dylan Gabriel. That's why they drafted him. And I want to say it was Jimmy Haslam owns them. Was like, hey, you got to draft Shador. So, it wasn't even Stefanski's fault.
That's fair. Now, they thought Brock Purdy was going to be able to come back in. He came back in. He wasn't very good.
Yeah.
Going to San Francisco, Jacksonville Jaguars. Not bad.
Duval.
Are they good? I don't know.
Trevor Lawrence is a little bit better than he was last year. And that's good because at some point people are like, all right, throw him out. He's done. You can't blame any of their shit on him. Brian Thomas is still not great, as good as he should be. Shador Sanders is like, I heard it on a Ringer pod that was like, he's glorified Wan'Dale Robinson, which is unfortunate. It's like he's playing both sides, so he's not going to do great on either. But hey, the Jags might be all right. And the AFC South might be going through Indy or Jacksonville and not Houston.
We'll see. I'm not going to call that one.
Could be. I'm a big could be guy.
There was some drama at the end of this game. Robert Saleh and the head coach of the Jaguars, was it Liam Cohen?
Mm-hmm.
They got into a scotch of a kerfuffle. It was heard Liam Cohen saying to Saleh, by the way, if you've never seen Robert Saleh, the man is yoked.
He looks like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Like he would fuck you up. There's no doubt about it.
Yes.
And Liam Cohen, no offense to anything, looks like an accountant.
He's flubby, yeah.
And they started John because Saleh figured out that they picked up on some tells on his and were tipping, so to speak, the defensive calls, which helped them win this game.
Don't tip
your calls. Saleh kind of called them on it. And from there, Liam Cohen told him, keep my name out your, in quote, mouth.
Will Smith.
So he went full Will Smith on him. And then after the game, they were asking what happened there. Saleh was like, oh, they just figured out a tell on us and started using us an advantage. He's like, some teams do, some teams don't. He's like,
you have to do, if you have the tell, then use the tell. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's how the Bears won this week.
Grow up.
Yeah. Okay. Matthew Stafford's still really good at football. Everybody was super worried about the guy coming into this season, but man, that Colts team is still good.
That's where I'm at too.
And Danny Dimes is a guy. Good friend of mine, Tony, thinks that the Colts are terrible because they didn't hit it on his 3.5 spread.
Yeah, so, eat my ass, respectfully. Get out of here. No, dude, I think I was thinking about that before. I was like, what do the Colts have to do for me to be like, all right, they're done? And I was like, at least lose by 2 scores. I still believe in them.
Danny Dimes didn't look terrible.
No, I think he works in that system. I think Steichen has a good system. I think JT's good. I think Pittman's good. I think Tyler Warren's good. And I think that Daniel Jones is good around him. I think it works out.
Danny Dimes did, in fact, throw 2 picks, so that didn't help them.
Yeah, but let him throw. Let him cook.
Yeah, I'm still hesitant on that. But the Rams, Tutu Atwell, he's a guy, and it looks like that Devontae Adams may not play next week. So that's for you fantasy owners.
They got some riches on that team. But yeah, I think the Colts are not the Saints, if you will.
That's fair.
That was the worry.
That's completely fair. Okay. Let's talk about the game of the weekend, shall we?
For us. There it is.
Bears won a game like
Nasty.
a team.
Nasty little win.
Bears won an ugly ass win, but boy, oh boy, was I ecstatic jumping.
Yeah.
In my parents' living room. It was fantastic.
So the game was held in Bears West, it felt like, because there's more Bears fans than Raiders fans in attendance. Yeah, I mean, it was like Geno Smith throws the ball more to the other team. Kevin Byard was having a field day. My whole takeaway from this is a win's a win. You get a win, hell yeah, good for you. A win's better than a loss. Caleb goes down. He has a drive when he needs to. He's successful. I love it all. If you have that many interceptions, you should win by more than 1 point. But they won, so that's all I can get mad at. I can't get mad about it. They won the game.
There was some crazy stat that the Bears started inside the Raiders 25, like 3 different times, and could only knock field goals out of it.
You got to put it in the end zone. You got to.
Caleb said that Max Crosby is maybe the best player he's played against in his entire
career. Did you know that? He's never had an interception.
Crosby?
Yeah.
Well, it was an insane INT too, because he tipped it and he tipped it to himself. It was beautiful.
He's a monster.
But what was cool is Max Crosby also said that kid can play.
Fuck yeah, he's talented. He's hard to tackle. Yeah.
Game recognized game. Caleb, I mean, Cole Kmet maybe played the worst game of the season.
That was bad. That was bad for him.
He had like 3 egregious drops, like 2 offsides that just bad, or false starts.
He's been pretty good this year too, so I'm willing to give him like a flyer on that. But there's not a lot of room for fucking up because you got the other guy sitting right there, dude.
Loveland's ready to come and make a difference when he comes back and gets right. So I could see Colton Loveland getting some more touches here. Oh yeah. I don't know what the plan is with Roshan Johnson. He's just playing special teams. So I don't know.
But they love Rutgers, Manungai. They love him. They're gonna throw him in over Roshan every time.
I understand it, but you kind of got to play both at this stage.
I think you should. I like Roshan a lot.
Swift is good, but he's not that good.
Yeah, you're not going to get – he's not boom or bust. He's exactly what he is. But
you know who looked good and got some snaps? Ozzie Trapillo.
He did look good. I was surprised.
Me too. And he was playing right tackle. He lined up and he seemed comfortable, and he's a big, big dude. Great presence. Caleb was working the pocket, was working his progressions. He looked good. Ben Johnson, most notably, got called out at his halftime discussion.
Weird.
Why is it weird?
The lady was just, what a weird question. People were getting mad at Ben Johnson about it. I'm like, why would you ask that? About adjustments? Is that what you're talking about? Or she's like, you feel like you need to change something? He's like, we're good.
No, he looked at her and he was like, oh yeah, you think we need to make some changes?
Why would she's had a couple where you're like, what the fuck are you asking? Like, what are you asking this guy? What do you want him to say to that?
That man's a psychopath on the sideline, and I kind of really, truly enjoy it. It's wonderful.
Good. We need that. Eberflus is the opposite.
And it feels like this team's buying into the vision.
I think so, too. That's a game we would have lost last year. I mean, we won it on a fucking blocked field goal. It was awesome. But, like, what are you going to do?
So there is a coach that is simply employed to figure out tips of the other team. And they make this man watch every punt and kick in the past week in the NFL. And his job is to figure out if there's an advantage. And boy, I think he found it. So
certainly did. Certainly did.
The Bears get back to it with the commies. Boy, oh boy, do we have a game on our hands.
Indeed. And I don't think you're going to get that many interceptions. I don't think you're going to get the opportunity to block a field goal like that. Like, you got to play better. But they win to win, man. And they go into the bye week at 2-2, right? So
that's what only thing we can hope for. And the boys are back on the Bears train. Let's go.
Yeah, we're still going to pick against them every week, but yes.
We have to now.
Yeah, I know.
We literally have to. Okay.
That's how it is.
Ravens and Chiefs.
Oh, boy.
Chiefs kind of back.
That's exactly what I knew the minute I turned on the TV on Monday or like opened my Twitter. It's like, Chiefs are back, Ravens suck. Chill out. That's how I feel about all of that. I think Ravens eventually have to start winning at some point, and Cooper Rush probably isn't going to do that for them. But
Cooper Rush is definitely not going to do that for them.
No, especially versus Lamar. Come on.
Lamar and this team he seems stagnant on offense all day. It seemed like they put together a pretty good plan to stop him. You look at this, I don't know what more I could say other than now you're just going to have to cross your fingers and hope.
You got to stack wins. You got to stack a lot of wins. They have it, dude. What are they, 1-3 now?
Mm-hmm. They're on the
last year. They had 3 losses, I think. I think they ended last year with 3 or 4 losses.
Well, and they're already almost at that total now. So it goes to show you the tale of 2 seasons. And I don't know if Cooper Rush is going to be that guy. We'll get into the picks. The Cowboys.
Yeah.
The Cowboys put up 40 on the Packers. And Micah Parsons, who was supposedly the best trade next to sliced bread. Jordan Love looked great. But so did Dak.
Yeah.
Their stat lines are oddly similar.
I know this is the take from everybody. I hate that you can tie NFL games. It's so dumb.
It's so underwhelming.
Someone should win, someone should lose. It ended, and you're like, are they really going to fucking tie this? And then it ended, and you're like, okay, so we just didn't get a solution to this. It's like being like, hey, I have an issue. Can you help me with it? It's like, what if you do both? You're like, I can't. Oh, well. You walk away and you're like, that didn't help me at all. What the fuck do you mean?
It was such an underwhelming way. Like, there should be multiple overtimes. Or
you scored 80 points and it was boring. That's crazy.
Or just adopt the NCAA format. Just do it.
Something like that. Maybe like after that, you don't just tie. You then move into that, and then that's the end. Like, there has to be something. It's even on our stat sheet now, I have to add a little frickin' tie column because of one goddamn game. But if you're the Packers, you are worried. That's worrisome.
That defense did not look good considering what the Bears did to them the week before.
You drop one to the Browns, and then you tie with a team that you shouldn't beat.
I think they got a little big for their britches a little too quick here.
I think they might have too. They're going to be good by the end of the year easily, but it's something that you got to watch for if you're a Packers fan.
Romeo Doubs, 3 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Bananagrams.
Yep, and you don't add him on fantasy because next week Matthew Golden's going to have 3 touchdowns because they're impossible.
And everybody's like, oh, Matthew Golden could do something today. And who's to say that that's going to even be the case?
He only will when you don't expect it. That's just how that works.
Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
Most graphic injury you've seen in a long time?
That was wild. I was playing Dungeons and Dragons at the time. Back on my dungeon shit. And then I have it on the side and I'm watching it and I'm like, oh, we're going to go into the castle and murder all these goblins. And then I look down, I'm like, oh, Tyreek Hill just died on the field. I'm like, oh my God, dude. His leg was in a right angle the wrong way. It was gross.
He seemingly was happier than a clam.
I saw, okay, so he was
smiling leaving the field.
Like,
I don't get it.
He doesn't want to be on the Dolphins, blah, blah, blah. I saw a video of Kyle Long get injured, and he did the same thing. And I'm like, maybe that was just adrenaline-filled psychopathy, whatever you'd call it. Because he can't go in there and be like, thank God my leg's broken. At his age, no.
Well, now he just gets to sit on his money and just go bang whores.
No, probably commit like assaults and violence, unfortunately.
Oh, that man's a CTE king.
Yeah.
In other news, Darren Waller is back.
Yeah, it's weird. He just keeps like showing up and going away. That's kind of how it feels like.
2 touchdowns, 3 receptions. I mean, where are we going with this?
Is he going to keep getting the ball now? Is this the return of McDaniel in this offense and Tyreek was the problem and you do all that? Like maybe you could swing it, but
you did play the Jets. Justin Fields, by the way, is still Justin Fields.
Yeah, we knew it. I feel bad if you're a Jets fan. Because you're like, what am I supposed to expect? Like, they rebuilt already. Like, this team is supposed to be good. Like, you got receivers, you got the running back. You don't have a quarterback, but Fields can do something. He can win a couple games. You expect the defense to be good, and then you give up 27 to the Dolphins. Dolphins are bad. Like,
Dolphins are very bad.
If you're in New York, you're just like, all right, well, Aaron Glenn's got to change it, and he seems to be getting short already. It's tough life out there for Jets fans.
Well, it's a very difficult job to be the Jets head coach. Just give it back to Rex. Just give it back to Rex.
He'll work for him. But again, he got more time, so you want to see that happen. But that's For a team
He'll
that's as talented as they are, you should be winning that game.
He'll get 3 years like the rest of them.
Feels
Okay.
like it.
Bengals, they may need to go do something.
I got
Jake Browning's not.
He's buried in a depth chart. They just changed their starter. Doesn't look like he's ever going to get on the field. You need a guy that can throw the ball to your receivers, air it out a lot. He's going to throw it. Who do you think I'm talking about?
Kirk Cousins?
James Winston. Bring him to Cincinnati.
Oh,
dude.
no.
Put him on Cincinnati and he will air it out all day.
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt. Jamar and T with him?
With Jameis? Yeah, dude. Please sign me up. That's appointment television for me.
It could very well be the thing. Or Russ. Russ might cook there.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I just think Kirk Cousins so expensive that everybody's like, no, I don't.
Yeah, and the Bengals don't want any. They'll only take Kirk Cousins if the Falcons just give him away. They're going to pay him too? Come on. Yeah,
no chance. They have enough payroll, and they're the cheapest team probably in the NFL.
The Broncos showed how bad their defense was, and the Broncos showed how bad the Bengals defense was, and they also showed how good their defense was against a guy that can't throw the ball. So it was bad on both ends. Bo Nix seemed to get right, but Bengals defense sucks, so you can't really take a lot from that.
Let's see what the tail. You talk about feeling bad for a fan base, Bengals fans.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, man.
Well, yeah, you need an offensive line and you need a defense. You can't win just based on a quarterback.
And you need a quarterback. You got to protect him.
Yeah.
29th, 31st in his 4 year, just all in the bottom rung of the rankings. Just not good.
He's going to match Joe Burrow somewhere.
Joe Burrow on the Chargers would be another person.
Yeah, but I think Herbert's good too, though.
I understand. I'm just saying if you flip-flopped him.
Yeah. Well, not anymore because they don't have any line. But I know, I know what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. He's going to Matthew Stafford one of these days and go to a team and be like, oh, this is what it's supposed to be like?
Oh, yeah, this is what happens when people wanted me to stay upright? Yeah, great. Okay, let's get into some picks. I chose last week.
You chose first. Right? You chose first.
I spoke last week.
I spoke last week. And
sure?
I also chose first. Yes, I'm 100% because I just listened to it back.
Oh, okay.
I spoke and chose first. Yeah.
Okay, then I will do the same.
You choose, yeah.
All right, let's start, shall we? So, starting this lovely evening, we have an NFC West matchup in LA at the SoFi Stadium. We have the 40 flipping Niners with Mac Jones coming back, and the Rams. Give Mike the Rams.
I'm taking the Rams too. 49er season, get away from them.
Vikings go play, I believe, in Chapio, London town, yeah? Yeah,
I believe so. I believe you're correct. They stayed in Europe.
Yep. Playing in Northumberland. And the Vikings get the Browns. The Browns, historically, don't travel well, and it's a new rookie quarterback. Give me the Vikings.
So bold to be putting Dylan Gabriel in England for his first start. I'm taking the Vikings too.
It's all balls.
Just based on travel itself, yeah.
Yep. Cowboys get right game, go to play the Jets, have the opportunity to make this a season. Give me the Cowboys at the Jets.
Can't disagree with you there. No reason that the Jets would win this game.
Nope. Okay. Jackson Dart off of a hot start goes to New Orleans, and he looks good. Cam Scatterboo looks good. Give me the Giants.
Los Hibidos Gigantes.
Giants. Love it. All right. Now we have the Raiders and the Colts going to Indy, the house that Peyton built. Give me the Colts.
Yep, me too. We agree on every goddamn game. All right.
All right, let's agree again. The Dolphins go to Charlotte to play the Panthers after the Panthers get mollywopped on. Dolphins lose a toxic, cancerous human being in their locker room. Give me the Dolphins.
Yep, feels like a positivity for the Dolphins here. I'm taking them too.
This game might be a little more enticing, if you will, to go with the away team, but I will not. The Broncos going to brotherly love city, Philly, and play the Eagles. Give me the Eagles.
Yep, taking them every week, and they win every game, so I'm taking the Eagles.
Yep. And the Texans go into Baltimore to play the Ravens without Lamar Jackson. Give me the Texans.
How am I getting Cooper Rush is bad. I can't imagine they win this game. It's got to be the Texans, unfortunately.
It's got to be 5,000, 10,000.
Got to be.
The Titans, after getting smoked last week, go into Mike's town, a.k.a. Phoenix, a.k.a. Glendale, a.k.a. Scottsdale, a.k.a. AZ, and play the Cardinals. Cardinals get off of a big of an emotional loss, and I think they're going to win this game.
Yeah, Titans are just a little bit better than the Saints, probably. That's kind of how I feel about them.
Pretty bad. Okay, now the Buccaneers go to Seattle, a.k.a. the Charlotte Bowl, one could say, or the Panthers Bowl, the David Tepper Bowl. The former backups for the Panthers are now showing off on their respective teams a alleged comeback story, if you will.
Oh, no.
Where Baker Mayfield goes into Seattle to play Sam Darnold, which they were both on the same roster and started for the same team in the same season, now rooting for their own teams. Give me the Bucs.
I'm taking the Bucs too. I think they're really good.
God, so much parity this week.
Where are we going to get it? Where is it going to come in?
The Lions go to Cincy to play the Bengals. Give me the Lions.
Yeah, dude. Jake Browning sucks.
The Commanders go to the Wales Vagina, a.k.a. LA, to play the Chargers on Sunday afternoon. I feel like the Chargers get a get-right game after a pretty emotional loss. Give me the Chargers.
Yeah, I don't even know if Jaden's still injured or not. He's going to play. We'll see what happens. I'm taking the Chargers.
The Patriots go to Buffalo, and Josh Allen kind of almost gave a game away, but told you to use Josh Allen. Give me the Bills.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a historic picks this week, Mike. Because the next game is Chiefs-Jaguars, and there's no way either of us are taking
I got to get right. Right?
Are you taking the Jags?
No.
Right. So we're just going to agree on every game.
We agree on every game this week.
That's a first. That's a first.
I have to get right.
It's a first.
It's a first.
What do you want me to do? It's so clear as day, this board. We're not gonna, but we should win all these.
Know what we should do? We should cook up a parlay where we choose all of these. And if they all hit,
we're gonna. Yeah, well, I'm gonna do that for sure.
All right, we're doing that. The boys are gonna cook up a parlay, an extensive leg parlay. And
so Rams, Vikings, Cowboys, Giants, Colts, Dolphins, Eagles, Texans, Cardinals, Bucks, Lions, Chargers, Bills, Chiefs, all money line. Or are we taking points?
All money line.
Okay, let's go. I'm in.
Let's
dude.
ride this.
Let's eat.
Let's ride this beast.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the Chiefs and the Jags on Monday night.
Yeah,
that will omit the parlay. Give me the Chiefs.
Yep, 100%. All agreeance here.
There's the NFL picks, babe.
I
just want to know. We should post what the parlay is for this week.
100%.
In the NFL, just to know the odds.
They're going to be ridiculous. It's going to be awesome.
It's worth a $5 bet. And we're going to lose at one point. But
if we win, that's going to be sick.
If we win, we get a cup of coffee.
A couple of 2 tree. If you put 5 on what is that, like a 14-leg parlay? It's at least going to pay fucking $1,000.
Game I look at that I'm like, it could go one or each way. The Chargers and the Seahawks. Or the Seahawks could very well win this game. I think some of these games are pickups, but hey, crazier shit's happen. Why not us?
Dolphins, Panthers can get stupid too, but I'm gonna hedge my bet on the Dolphins all day on that game.
Broncos, Eagles could get dumb. We don't know.
Yeah, but we're gonna bet it regardless.
Hey, the one thing we know is our hearts are out of it because the Bears aren't in it this week.
Let's go.
So this is a fun little gambling weekend. I also, for the record, I like Michael Pittman to score a touchdown again.
No shit. I do too. Absolutely. Against the Raiders, he will.
Just kind of Danny Dimes is like his favorite target. You throw that out there, and then if you really wanted to, I could see Cam Scadaboo scoring against the Saints.
Yep.
So I got some D's picks there. So let's go.
Let's
we
go.
ride.
Let's
well,
go.
as
Let's
always, people, we've had a lovely, lovely time joining you again this lovely week. We appreciate being in your ear holes. That just got weird. All right.
Yeah,
anyway,
I like that a lot, though. I'm glad. I'm glad to be in your ear holes right now.
Back to ASMR. We're so great.
You like these in your ear holes, dude.
Your eardrums.
Listen to me talk.
Thank you so much for joining the Taxi Squad podcast. And of course, we will see you next week. Please make sure you like, follow it, share with a friend. Catch you next week.
Peace.
Talking Tales with Mike and Vince. Oh, you know. Jazzy beats while we dispense. Yeah, you know.